When you think about a homeless person, how do you see them? Do you see the panhandler on a freeway ramp asking for change? Or people sleeping on mattresses on the floor of an overnight shelter? Probably you do. Those are indeed the stereotypes and what we most often see. But there's a different picture too. The invisible homeless, like the 1,400 homeless students attending the Minneapolis Community and Technical College. That's 10% of the student body. Compared to Minnesota as a whole, where the percentage of homeless is estimated at about 1%, MCTC's numbers are staggering. Marianne Prado is director of the school's Resource and Referral Center and gives us an idea of why those numbers are so high.
In terms of homelessness, we are in the urban area, and so we're surrounded by two major shelter systems here. So I think we're seeing, seeing more of that homelessness more visible here just because of the downtown location.
In this documentary, you will meet 4 MCT students who have 2 things in common: homelessness and the strong belief that education is their way out. Daniel is isolated from his family and has been homeless for over a year.
The assumption will be, hey, well, these guys are in college, so they've got to, their lives got to be in order, and let's say, I would think that a lot of people would assume that people that are, pursuing higher education, that they're not necessarily rich, but, unfortunately, I would think that the stereotype is kind of that, those pursuing higher education are, privileged, if you will, when that, often is not the case. And I personally was shocked, like I told you, when I realized that 10% of our student body here is homeless. Like, that's crazy.
When Teresa's son was a teenager, he became ill. Teresa had to take care of him and lost her job and income. Eventually, her financial problems led to homelessness. On the street, she resorted to drugs and alcohol. She is now clean and just finished her first year at MCTC.
I am a student, first-year student at MCTC school. I am studying to be a social worker or human resources, so that I'm able to go out and help people that are going through some of the things that I'm going through in my life right now. And that's that. I am a homeless student.
Cheyenne and her family became homeless while she was attending MCTC. She captured her plight in an essay she wrote for her English class. Though their homelessness lasted only for 3 months, their struggle is far from over as they face eviction again.
It happens to anybody, not just people that are on drugs or people that come out of prison. It can happen to anybody. My 19th birthday that year was celebrated in my mom's Chevy Trailblazer in a Family Dollar parking lot. At this time, me, my mom, and my sister and my nephew have been homeless for about 3 weeks.
Ronnie has been a student at MCTC for about a year. His battle with alcohol and drugs started at age 7. He is currently clean and lives in a homeless shelter.
I can remember times spent on the street, 30 days, not seeing water, not brushing my teeth, not changing clothes, not washing, my body. Just, out there doing what homeless people do.
My day starts early in the morning, probably about 5:30 or so, no matter where I'm staying at. I get up and I get dressed, and I'm probably one of the first people here at school, because once again, this is like home to me. It's a bad feeling when you don't have anywhere to go, or where you're going to eat, where I'm going to sleep. But I have a strong faith, and I know that God's going to take care of me. I've lived back and forth with people, couch hopped, lived on the streets. I've done just about everything that you can think of. But I'm still here. For some reason, I still feel like I have something that I need to accomplish. And it is to be able to be proud of the degree that I'm going to receive once I do the work here at school. From day to day, it's a challenge for me, but I get up and I'm optimistic because I didn't used to have a positive place to come to. But now I got somewhere to be. I'm here at school, and so I'm happy. When I walk down the hallways, you know, I look at people and I know that they got a house to go to when they leave here. But they can't tell by the look on my face that I don't have nowhere to go, because I keep a smile on my face most of the time.
You're calling around, you know, trying to find a place to stay for the night. And then, you know, if that doesn't work, then you gotta find out, you gotta get to a shelter by a certain time to check in, and, you know, they might not have enough beds open. You know, the first couple weeks of school, you know, I was missing a lot of class just because, you know, when you don't have a roof over your head, unfortunately, you know, math might just get the, you know, might get put on the back burner.
My day-to-day life, I'm at the higher ground now. It's a shelter for men, new facility they have on Glenwood. We have to leave the facility at 8:45. We can come in by 4, but we leave at 8:45 in the morning. Come in, I usually walk from there to here. Even on my days off, I do the same thing, come here. So that's why I'm grateful the library is open on Saturdays. Sundays, I usually go to church, you know. I do go to church Sundays. But from day to day, that's basically the routine I'm in right now. It's here, back to the shelter. Shelter to here. You know, in between, I might stop at House of Charity, get a meal at 12. They have a computer lab there, so I can check on the D2L site there, which is good sometimes. But it's also it's a little hard concentrating with all the, you know, the ruckus and noise going on at times. But I'm grateful. That's the main part.
I took English 900 last semester at MCTC, and we had to write, I think it was a problem-posing essay, and I decided to do homelessness because at that time I was homeless, and this paper is getting published with the school. I specifically remember going to turn off the lights in the basement for the last time, crying so hard inside, holding everything I can back from my mom so she doesn't see my pain, looking around knowing I was never going to see this place again. And all the memories spinning through my head from even just looking like at a spot in the wall. That day changed my life forever. When I was younger, I never thought, you know, I could, you know, have to leave that place or, you know, go anywhere else, stay anywhere else. It's like, no, gross. Why would I want to live anywhere else? You know, I'd get homesick, but being homeless, I don't get homesick as easy because I know I'm never going back to the house again. Being homeless took a toll on my mom. You know, she's been through so much, doing whatever she can, you know, to do what she needed to take care of us. And my mom loved us so much. Like, she would take me and my sister, like, the only time we had together was during the day when we had nowhere to go. We would just, you know, resort going to my mom's truck, driving around, and we love lakes. Like, we love driving around them, and that's the only way we'd be able to relax during the day. She would let us nap. You know, she stayed up during the day for us, and it was just, you know, I'm so thankful for her because, like, those times, like, even though we did nap, I was still at peace because we were with I was with the family. Homelessness also affects, like, a child's schoolwork, social life, and the emotions. When a child is homeless, they don't have a stable schedule outside of school. When they have homework, they put more in effort just to find a place to even do some work and being able to accomplish their full ability on an assignment. And from my experience, I struggled with finding a quiet, stable place. Whereas more important issues like overpowered, like my concentration on that work, and sometimes I wouldn't even have time I'd have to do it like in the parking lot or in the city bus or something before school, and it just got really complicated, and there's just, you know, a strong possibility that you're overworked and you just didn't have enough sleep the night before because you probably didn't get to a place till like midnight and had to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, or kind of just that, you know. But my teachers at MCTC, they knew my situation because I kept in contact with them, and they helped me out, and I was able to pull off a 4.0 that semester. And like, I'm really proud of myself for doing that, but it's still kind of like, I don't know, this semester is kind of harder because I had 3 jobs while I was a full-time student, and I have a 3.0. No, it's kind of high still, but some of my grades did drop because I'm just trying to fight to get this to not be homeless again, so it's kind of harder, but I'm still proud of myself.
Ugasa Sheikh Abdi was, for a short time, homeless while attending MCTC. It was enough, though, to make her a strong advocate for the prevention of homelessness. She currently works for U.S. Congressman Keith Ellison.
It's more than just saying that students need housing and students need food. Students need a support system, and they need to be seen and heard and acknowledged. And when you're sweeping the stuff under the rug and not really kind of patching a little bit here and patching a little bit there, and it's like a big dam that's like slowly cracking.
80% of the students that I have connected with have housing related issues. Currently at the research center on a given day, I would say 6 out of 10 students that we see are either in a homeless situation or facing homelessness. A lot of the students that are having personal issues, personal challenges that are causing them to either drop out of school or just having difficulty concentrating with school. So what I do is connect them to all of the different community agencies that may offer some sort of short or long-term solutions when it comes to housing, other basic essential needs. Yes, they might have a place to stay, but are they sleeping in the floor? You know, are they sleeping on the floor of the kitchen? You know, so that's not adequate either. And so sometimes they may come in and says, well, I do have housing, but then we have to let them know, well, that's not, you know, adequate for you.
Whatever we can to support the students to stay in school and make sure that they have shelter and a safe place to sleep, and to feel like a human and have some dignity when they can come to school the next day.
The student has a big part in overcoming homelessness, you know. We have to be partners. I have to use the student as a resource instead of me treating them as clients to be fixed. Does that make sense? And so I have to bring in their own strengths because they have been surviving the streets. We have to work together. We have to ensure that students' voices are being heard. When you've had no support whatsoever, sometimes it's hard to ask for help. So we have ongoing resources on campus that also, you know, it is really a community. We gotta work together. We can't really just do it alone, or we'll be overwhelmed, you know. This work is hard.
A unique program created in coordination with the Augustana Healthcare Center in Minneapolis and MCTC hopes to be one solution to the problem of student homelessness.
Augustana Apartments, we have 331 units for seniors. Care Center is a skilled nursing facility, so it's providing 24-hour care. And our home health care does everything from housekeeping, laundry, to helping residents with bathing, and there are other activities of daily living.
Starting in the fall semester of this year, Augustana will house up to 10 homeless students from MCTC's nursing program. The students will work for their keep by assisting the senior residents there. Not only will this give them room and board, but valuable work experience in the nursing field.
So they would start the program out with us and be certified nursing assistants, work at Augustana, either in our care center or in our apartments home health office. And then while they're working on graduating through the nursing program, be employed through us and living with us. We're very excited about it. We're excited to help out this subset of people that we don't have much experience with.
And for those students that are still homeless, I would just say, you know, keep fighting. And hopefully there are, you know, one great thing about MCTC is that there are a lot of outlets for people who are struggling.
being able to change this and make sure not as many people go through it. And
I'm blessed to go through the things that I'm going through because it's going to make me stronger to be able to help another person along the way.
It's something that I did and something I live and something I grew from and learned from. And I just hope that and pray that I can stay on the right path and learn from all that and keep learning and be able to help somebody else that's going through it.